Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up! I made this cute little card with products from Stampin' Up! I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for you for this project on my website, and you'll also be able to click links on my website to be taken to my online store and you can actually put all the products you need right in your basket. Don't worry, if you want to take some out or add some more, you can do that too. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. For this project, I'm using Eclectic Garden, kind of a fun stamp set. I'm also using the craft note cards, and this comes with envelopes and cards, and there's also a box that you can put together to hold these supplies if you prefer that. I have a piece of rich raspberry that's 4 3/4 by 3 1/4, a piece of Very Vanilla the same size, a piece of Very Vanilla that is 4 by 2 1/2, and a piece of Very Vanilla that's kind of a funny measurement. This is 2 5/8 by 13/16. This is just a tad bit over 3/4. I want it to be small enough to layer on this rich raspberry, but wide enough for my greeting. And so I also have a piece of rich raspberry that is 2 3/4 by 1. I will be using the Banners Pick-a-Punch, and my inks are Evening Evergreen and Rich Raspberry. I'm going to be using some of this Evening Evergreen ribbon, and I've got my Stamparatus all set up for my workshop. You could do this with the Stamparatus, or you could do it stamping with blocks. I'm also going to be using some of the elegant faceted gems. So, as I said, I've got this all set up for my workshop. I'm going to stamp the larger piece of Very Vanilla, and I will go ahead and stamp the smaller piece of Very Vanilla. I'm actually going to use some Stampin' Spots. I've used uninked Stampin' Spots. I've kind of made myself sets that will hold my Stampin' Spots that hold on with Velcro. And so I'm going to just ink the greeting and this. Now this Stampin' Spot is a little juicy, so hopefully it'll be okay. Nice. And then the smaller piece of Very Vanilla goes over here to stamp the same Evening Evergreen image. And I'm going to grab myself a scrap of paper because I'm going to use my rich raspberry. And I'm going to stamp my berries in rich raspberry, but I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp my Evening Evergreen for my leaves and also stamp this off. Just to get a little bit of color behind there. I'm going to emboss this piece of rich raspberry in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I need the number 1 platform. I'm going to use the Stripes and Splatters embossing And so I'm going to put that in there. Then I'm going to put the spine in first and cover it up with my number 4 dark gray platform. And that gives a lovely background. I'm going to use the Banner's Pick-a-Punch, and I'm going to punch with the flagged end. This is designed to do 1 3/4 and 1/2 inch, and we did this a little bit more than 3/4. So I'm going to push it all the way in, but then I'm going to kind of press down in the center. But before I do that, I want to look over on this side to make sure it's kind of even. And I could punch right there, but if I just kind of press down a little bit, that's going to help center it. Then I'm going to punch my 1-inch rich razzleberry. This is cut to fit, but it's kind of short, so it could get twisted up in here. So I'm going to look underneath here too and make sure that this is kind of even. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. So I want to make sure that the sides are even. And punch that. So now I just need to fold, and I use so this is scored with a dent here, and this is going to be the outside of my card. I found that sometimes you get paper that kind of cracks a little bit on the score, and that score line keeps that from happening. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the outside of my card. And I'm going to put this on the inside of my card. And I very intentionally just kind of left the leaves there just to give a little hint of decoration. I want a piece of ribbon that is 5 inches. And 9 inches. I'm going to use the 9-inch piece to wrap around Gidget's bow maker, and I'm going to cross them. The one that goes over is going to go under and through underneath the ribbons and over the top. Before I tie it, I want to slip the 5-inch piece in here, and a clip will be helpful so I can use my hands to tie the knot. And the one thing I don't like about this is that I'm kind of off on an angle, so it's a little bit awkward to tie the knots, but it's a simple knot. And you want to tie this tight. And then the pieces that you just tied tight, you're going to clip at an angle. And if you're not sure, this one will slide through, so that's the one we want to keep straight. And then this is angled. And so when we pull this up, we're all ready to go around this cardstock. And we're going to wrap the straight cut pieces around to the back. And really, this is longer than we need. Can almost go around all the way. I'm putting some seal adhesive on the end. And again, I'm going to wrap the straight cut pieces to the back. And I want to fluff this ribbon a little bit here. There we go. And now we can put this on with dimensionals. So really, I think I might change that measurement to 4 inches. And we'll just put this on the card front and put our greeting on the banner. More dimensionals. And if you don't like where this ribbon is, you can just move that around to where you would like it. And I'm evening up this, and I'm going to put this on even with this rich raspberry on the outside. I also wanted to put some of these elegant faceted gems on, and really any of these would look pretty on the card. I think I'll try this one. Yeah, I like that one. Any of these gems would look pretty. I used the clear ones for this card. And there it is. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free directions and links for the products I used. You can click individual products or the Add All to the cart. You will be able to remove products you don't need or add more products. I have lots of resources on my website. Most of them are free. It's easy to miss some of those resources or to get lost exploring. Let me take you on a quick tour. Just under the banner image are 6 links. Under Shop, you'll find links to the products from Bev, shopping strategies, my frequent shopping points, and a sampling from the clearance rack. Under Inspiration, you can link to scroll all of my projects since 2011. The products may be retired, but you may be inspired by a layout, color combination, or a technique. I have the basics, where I've written about stamps, ink and paper, cutting, adhesives, and my favorite tools. You'll find a link to Techie Tips and an easy link back to my latest post. Click on Getting Organized, and you'll find some of my resources for stamp case slips, product labels, large labels for designer series paper, and more. Case inserts for dies, embellishments, and anything I think might fit in a stamp case, including ink refills. You'll also find color tools and charts, a practically free stamp pad storage solution, tabs and a quick reference for the annual catalog, and plans for toolkits. I have a video of my craft wall and more. Click on Evernote Current Products and you can learn how to share my notebook. This notebook has a note for every current product from Stampin' Up! It allows you to search by color, image, product type, word, phrase, or event, and more. I include French, German, and Dutch names and numbers when available, and the prices for all the markets. Evernote synchronizes on your phone, tablet, and or your desktop or laptop computer, so you can look through the Stampin' Up! Catalog from anywhere, anytime. You can copy my notes for the products you own so you can find just what you're looking for. When products retire, I move them to the Retired Products Notebook, which I also share, and I host a notebook for Paper Pumpkin. Click on Sip Together and then Let's Stamp to come stamp with me or join my Sip Together team. There's also a link to learn a bit about me. The sitemap will help you navigate all these links from one page. And there are quick links along the side of my page. Shop Now takes you to my online store at Stampin' Up! You'll see the current host code. It would be a great help to me if you use that if you are ordering less than $150. You can click on the current catalogs to page through them online. And then there are my links to my 5 most recent posts. Thank you very much for stopping by and hope to see you soon.